Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation will get underway shortly, so if you could just start making your way to the seats, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Senior Fighter Tim Bean to present Recruit College 45.
Thank you, sir. College 45, march on. Right, turn. Squad, halt. By the right, rest. Eyes front. Stand at ease.
Thank you, Mr. Bean. Good morning, invited guests, guest speakers, VIPs and viewers on our live stream. And thank you for attending today's event to celebrate ACT Fire and Rescue College 45, the graduation. I acknowledge and give my respect to the Ngunnawal people as the traditional owners and custodians of the land we live, serve and grow on. I give my respect to elders past who we learn from, elders present who share history and stories, and elders future who will continue culture. I express my appreciation for the teachings shared by Ngunnawal women and give thanks to their contributions in art, cultural land management, traditional healing, and the positive impact they can make to support land and country to thrive. I acknowledge all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in attendance today. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bruce Chancellor and I've been fortunate enough to have been the Commander overseeing Recruit College 45. I'll also be the MC for today's event. I do need to outline some housekeeping requirements for today. The first request is to ensure you've all checked in on the guest list as you have entered this area. If you do need to enter any of the buildings, we recommend that you do use a face mask. If required, we do have an emergency assembly area, which is the grass area located between the front car park and the helicopter base. Amenities are located in the demountable building to my right or are outside around the corner to my left. Lastly, could you please ensure all mobile devices are switched to silent mode? Ladies and gentlemen, it's very fitting that I now ask Paul House, an Agambri Ngunnawal custodian, to welcome us to country. Paul welcomed Recruit College 45 to country on their first day, so it's a pleasure to have him back today to do the same. Paul also has strong links to ACT Fire and Rescue, as his son Ruben, who's here today, is a serving ACT firefighter. Thank you, Paul.
Mandangu, Wurrugawurri, Bruce, thank you very much, Bruce. Naramarang, Mayin, Maranya, good morning, everyone. Yuandu, Paul House, Girua. My name is Paul House, Girua. Nadu, Baladu, Marai, Biringu, Gujigangu, Nyambri, Nurumbangu Dara. I was born here at the centre of my ancestral country. Yilingalangbu, Gibabangu, Wogabu, Migabu, Diru Nilbang Mayin. Ladies and gentlemen, young men, young women, distinguished guests, Minister, Commissioner, Chief Officer, families, firefighters, everyone. Nyari and Jamali, Nyambri, Gamal, Wogalu, Wallabaloa, Nunawa, Wujigang, Yanang Bujayandu. My respects to Nyambri, Gamal, Wogalu, Wallabaloa, Nunawa, elders past and present. Nyari and Jamarabu, Mujigangu, Nurumbanjigu, and Ninyiridu. My respects to all people, all elders from all parts of the country. Nyambri, Wogalu, Wallabaloa, Nunawa, Gaimbanya Mayin, Ninyoga, Nurumbangu Dara, Nyambri, Nunawa people, welcome you all to country. Yinjamara, respect. Yinjamara Giri, Yinjamarabu, respect, respecting, respected. Go slow, be patient, take responsibility, uphold, be inclusive. Mambawara Naminyagu, Wujagabinya Wura Darego, Winingala Gubaligo, looking to see, listening to hear, and learning to understand. Yinjamara, Magagiri Biringa Bogongu Diranda, respect can be found in the journey, the Bogong moths in the mountains. Yinjamara Bala Wallamwanga Dabu, Muran Madandabu, Banmuyu, Gurungambira, respect can be found in the grinding stones and the carved trees made long ago on country. Yinjamara Bala Bidada Bina Bida Wuruwin, respect can be found in the rivers quietly moving through country. Muramaginya Yinjamara Muramura Wurumbida Dara. A respectful way of life cares for country. Our welcome to country is always made in the spirit of peace and a desire for harmony for all peoples of the modern ACT and surrounds. And our main aim as local custodians is to establish an atmosphere of mutual respect through the acknowledgement of our ancestors and the recognition of our rights to declare a special place in the pre and post history of the region. We warmly welcome everyone living, working, visiting and studying on our ancestral country. We've cared for Mother Earth since the dawn of time, and evidence of our statehood ownership and sovereignty can be seen everywhere throughout the land. Our signature is in the land, not just our DNA. And taking care of country is important to us all. We all have a responsibility in looking after country. Yinjamara Bala, Wangai Gabinya, Wallamara Mayin. Respect is in the work of the firefighters, protecting the people. Yinjamara Wirimbira Marandu Gobo, Wirimbira Giyira Gobo, Wirimbira Yando Gobo. Respect is taking responsibility for the now, the past, the present and the future. In conclusion, I'd like to just talk about the law of the land. It talks about giving respect and honour to all people in all parts of the country. Being patient, being polite, then people will respect you. In conclusion, on behalf of our matriarchs and our patriarchs on country, our families, in the spirit of peace and reconciliation, I say, Gaimbanya, welcome. Yinjamara Maramara, Nya Nya Giramara Maranya. Respect shapes us and lifts up the people. Mandangu, Guru, Wurrugawurri, Gaimbanya, welcome and thank you. Just before I finish, I'd just like to play a welcome song and a congratulations song to graduate Recruit College 45 for all your efforts, and I'd like to thank your families too, all your family here today who supported you through this the journey moving forward.
Paul, thank you very much. Really appreciate your time giving it up and coming out here today to help us celebrate Recruit College 45, the graduation of, and look forward to your continued support in the future. Thanks very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to ask the Minister for Police and Emergency Services, Mick Gentleman, to speak.
Well, thank you very much, Commander, and can I thank Paul for his very kind welcome to country, and I recognise that we are meeting in the lands of the Ngunnawal people, the traditional custodians, and I respect their continuing culture and the contribution they make to life in this area. It's great to see College 45 come out today and be part of ACT Fire and Rescue into the future, and keenly, I think, look after Canberrans across all facets of community life in Canberra. They have been through a very intensive 21-week training course, and congratulations to the Commander for bringing them through that course as well. It's wonderful to see you here today. And can I thank, of course, their families as well for loaning them to us for this period and loaning them to us for the next number of years as well as they look after Canberra during some difficult times. But of course, the training that they've received will mean that they will be on the front line in times of need for Canberrans. So congratulations to you all and look forward to seeing you at the station. Well done.
Thank you, Mr. Gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite the ACT Emergency Services Commissioner, Georgina Whelan, to the dais. Thank you, ma'am.
So the first thing I'm going to do is take this hat off. Now that's far more comfortable. Yuma, to our next generation of firefighters, to the families and friends and loved ones of our next generation firefighters. Our Minister, Mr. Paul House, our Chief Officer of Fire and Rescue, our executives from the ESA, firefighters and staff of the ESA. We all join together today to congratulate the next generation of firefighters that stand on the parade ground before us. On your behalf, I would like to express our respect and our gratitude to all First Nations people for the contributions that they make to protecting the land from the dawn of time. Your role now, as our next generation of firefighters, is to contribute to the safety of the land in which we are privileged to live and to protect and to serve our community. Welcome to our team of teams. It's a term that I've used consistently in the 2 years I've been the Commissioner because I am completely committed to our team of teams led by your chief officers, contributing to the safety, the vibrancy and the beauty of the ACT. The last several months have been particularly difficult for you, and I congratulate you for the resilience you have demonstrated, not only in completing the course, but the work I know you personally had to put in to be prepared to be selected for the course in the first place. As becoming a firefighter, not only in the ACT and Australia, is one of the most challenging selection processes we have. And I join with your family and your friends and your new colleagues in congratulating you on your commitment to where you are today. I'll leave talking about firefighting to the Chief of Fire and Rescue, Mr. Matthew Mavety, but I'd also like to take a moment to congratulate him today on attending his first graduation ceremony as our newly appointed Chief Officer to ACT Fire and Rescue. Congratulations, Matthew. Matthew and his superintendents have been leading fire and rescue for the last 18 months as we've created the next generation of firefighting ACT, which welcomes you, the next generation of firefighters, here today. So what do I need you to do for me? Remain as committed to the community and your service and the agency as you have been to your training. but also I need you to brush up on your cooking skills. I'll have you know that myself and your Chief Officer and our Deputy Commissioner take pride in cooking curries every fourth Thursday night in a fire station somewhere near you. But we do have an expectation, and we have a very competitive streak in our bones, that you will match us at the kitchen table. Good luck with your firefighting. Families and friends, enjoy the celebrations, and I look forward to seeing you on a regular basis next year. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to call on the Chief Officer of ACT Fire and Rescue, Matthew Mavety, to address the group. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Bruce. I'll take my lid off too, they're rather uncomfortable. First of all, congratulations to everyone, distinguished guests, the Minister and the Commissioner. Thank you for your ongoing commitment and dedication to fire and rescue. This is the product which we present to you. This feels like the end of the college, but it's actually the start of a journey for you. It is a journey rich in pride and tradition, but mostly it's about care, service, empathy and dignity. We help people on the day that they really need it, and that's the actual reward of this. Yes, it's a job, but what it actually means is that you make a difference to people. I want you to remember how you feel today and carry that forward, how proud you are, and deservedly so. I want you to carry that through, because we are a fire service on a journey. This is the start. We are growing, we are changing, we are welcoming. So the more different faces, the more different views, the more life experiences that I can bring makes us better for the community, makes us understand and serve them better, and that is our goal. You are privileged to have entered the highest performing fire service in Australia. That actually means you don't get to cruise. I was given the privilege of running this fire service, and I didn't take the job because it was easy. It's going to be hard, because we still need to seek the best, the better. We're going to change, and through investment in the fire service by the government, in PPC, the best, the next generation's coming. You're not wearing it today, but you will be directly. In appliances, like you see lined up, brand new appliances, we're building stations. But most importantly, we're investing in people, we're investing in you. You are ACT Fire and Rescue. What you do, how you behave, how you are, is what the public sees. I want that to be the best. I want us to be the best. I want you to be the best. So congratulations and welcome. Remember how you feel and be a good mentor to the people who will come behind you. We are open for business. We are recruiting heavily. If you think you've got what it takes to be a firefighter, or you've got something to bring, and I'm sure you all do, then please think of us as a career. 25 years ago, I was pretty much standing on the opposite side of this equation, and here I stand today as a very proud chief of the next generation. You are our future, so please do your absolute best. And remember that you are the shield for our community. You protect them. You protect the beautiful Ngunnawal country on which we live, and you are servants of the community and the land on which we serve. So be safe, be committed, be professional, be your best, and we will be the best service there can be, and we will be rightfully proud. But you have to water the pot plant. You have to give. That means giving, in order to make this service as good as it can be. I'm incredibly proud of you. I'm sure you're incredibly proud of yourselves. I'm sure your families are incredibly proud of you, rightfully so. Thank you for lending us your loved ones for this 21 weeks. I know it's been hard. I know everyone's got a life going on in the background. These people have persevered and prevailed. And I'd like to thank the staff who trained these. Their dedication to excellence and professionalism has given me what I see in front of me, which is the future of fire and rescue. So get into it. Merry Christmas. My Christmas present to you is you get to serve on Christmas Day. And hopefully it's warm enough for you in your doona suits. College 45, I'm proud of you. Go out and keep me proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, As I said before, it's been a privilege to have been the commander overseeing Recruit College 45. The college instructor group and I feel a sense of pride and achievement in graduating this cohort to begin their operational careers with ACT Fire and Rescue. And I'm looking forward with interest in following their careers, as is the instructor group. Every recruit college has inherent issues and challenges that need to be overcome, and I can safely say that Recruit College 45 has been no different. COVID restrictions have provided major challenges to the ongoing delivery of this college. Early in the program, I reiterated to this group the need to be vigilant to avoid unnecessary COVID exposures, not only in this environment, but in the broader community outside of the college hours. I can happily report that throughout a 21-week program, only a single day collectively was lost by this group to COVID. To the recruits of College 45, I would like to thank them for their assistance and conscientious effort to maintain this ongoing timetable. To the instructor group, ably led by Station Officer Baz Foreman, I take my hat off to you, and I will, for your continual adaptability in dealing with the ever-changing situations we were dealt. Thank you. Lastly, but not in the least important, I would like to thank the families and partners of Recruit College 45. Your support to these recruits in what can be a challenging period in their ACT Fire and Rescue careers has been appreciated not only by them, but the greater ACT Fire and Rescue organisation. Senior Firefighter Bean will now address Recruit College 45.
Thank you, sir. Squad, attention. College 45, get to work.
Thank you, Mr. Bean. Ladies and gentlemen, I now ask that you make your way to the rear drill yard, where College 45 have prepared a practical demonstration for you using the skills they have acquired throughout their training. This presentation will take approximately 40 minutes, so please make use of the chairs provided out the back. We also have plenty of bottled water and sunscreen out there as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second portion of our graduation ceremony today, the practical demonstration. As you can see, we have numerous incidents that have been set up here in the drill yard, where the recruits have spent many hours honing their skills over the last 22 weeks. And today they're going to put on a little bit of a demonstration for you all. My name's Sam French. I'm a station officer here at the training section with ACTF&R and Rescue. And my job today is going to be just to narrate what is happening, just to give you a little bit of an idea of what the recruits are showing you. I will just say just a little bit of housekeeping. There will be some loud noises throughout the demonstration, so for any of the kids perhaps that may not be a fan of that, just be aware. There's also a helicopter deciding to take off right now, which is a little bit of noise as well, but there will also be some crashing and banging. But settle in, enjoy the show. There is some cold drinks in the fridge behind you should you need that, but yeah, we'll be into it in a moment. The first practical demonstration that we'll be seeing today is right in front of us here. We seem to have, a couple of drivers here seem to have done a little bit of a mischief. This person in the white vehicle looks like a bit of a loose cannon and has driven straight into the front of poor Mick over there in the Falcon. So we'll see how our recruits are going to solve this problem for us today. I know that on the pumper that might be responding to this, we might have Bowles, Salmon Crone, Harvison, Forks and McFarlane. So keep an eye out and get your cameras ready to take some photos and videos. While we're waiting for the extrication to begin, you may notice over in the paddock over there, there's several carcasses of some cars that have been destined to be chopped up by our recruits here and on shift training as well. We're very lucky. Each recruit, something like 65 cars throughout the course of the recruit college were practiced on and chopped up into smithereens and sent back to the recyclers throughout the process. So very lucky to have so many people donating cars on the side of the road and just leaving them there. All right, we've got our crew on scene now. Let's have a look and see how they solve this situation.
Help me, please! Please get me out of here! Hello?
We can see our recruits making contact with the casualties inside the vehicles, calming them down, stabilising the vehicles there with those wooden chocks so that it doesn't rock around, protect any potential spinal injuries. Pretty serious bit of kit there that's being attached to the side of our white vehicle. That's called a stab fast, and it helps to ensure that that vehicle will not rock off the top of that bonnet, or can be used when a car is on its side to stabilise the situation for the firefighters to make access to the casualties. You can see some patient protection being put in through the windscreen, through the windows for our patients, just to protect them from any of the debris or moving parts of the vehicle. You can see that it is a timber bit of patient protection there. We call that hard protection. See both crews here using some spreaders to open the doors. How quickly they've done that. It's a fantastic bit of kit. But don't be fooled, those spreaders weigh around 25 kilograms, so can be quite a tough act to use those for a long period of time. You'll notice the seamless transition between each role. These recruits are so well trained now that they can just work so well together. Everybody knows what's going to happen next. The doors are coming off with ease. There's no one looking for something to do. Makes a very nice, easy job for their instructor, Mr. Bean, over there. Thank goodness we've managed to extricate Shay. Big round of applause for Shay, ladies and gentlemen, our BAFTA award-winning actress from the training section. Unfortunately for Mick over here in our maroon Falcon, he looks to be in a spot of bother. You see we have a firefighter in the back seat of the car providing that patient care. We work seamlessly with ACTF&R at these incidents to make sure that our casualties are in the best care. In this instance, we've got a firefighter in the back there managing the spinal alignment, holding onto his neck. That is a critical part of any extrication. Now, crews have managed to remove both doors here, but we still have that pesky bit of metal right there in the middle. Let's see what they do here to remove that. Before cutting any of these pillars in a vehicle, crews will first peek and peel and inspect for any sort of canisters for airbags, because if you do cut one of those, it can set an airbag off, which is quite dangerous for the rescuers and the casualty alike. And we'll see here in the space of only a few minutes the size of a hole that our crews have created to extricate our casualty. Crews are now preparing to remove that entire roof to create the best possible exit path for our casualty to maintain that spinal alignment. Throughout the recruit college, Mr. Bowles there in the middle, he actually ripped the roof off with his bare hands. So he's just using the tools today just for you guys. As I'm sure you can all imagine, being the casualty sitting in a vehicle when all of this cutting and crashing is going on around you would be very unnerving. So our crews are highly trained in the art of small talk with casualties and trying to calm them down and keep them informed as to what's happening. It's a nice touch there, adding the little blankie to make our casualty Mick feel a little bit more comfortable. College 45 are running a side hustle to turn any vehicle into a convertible, so just contact them if you'd like that done to yours after the session today. And we'll see how they're going to get him out here. Mick Hendrickson, the man behind the steering wheel there, is a very meagre 125 kg, so this will be very, very interesting. So they're lowering the seat there to create a better angle to shift that large load. So they've managed to nearly remove Mr. Henriksen from the vehicle there. Perhaps the biggest crime today was the joggers and jeans that he's wearing, not the crash itself. I think they all deserve another big round of applause, and as well for our casualty Mick. Well done. All right. So we've demonstrated our road crash rescue capabilities here, and we're going to move on to some new skills. As you can see over here, we've got a crew in the pulpit of our Bronto, our aerial appliance. Okay, and they're going to be committing a rescue on the roof of our tower, on the top of the tower over here. Inside that cage, we've got recruits Pardon and Kovacs, ably led by the best moustache in the fire and rescue, Mick Comerford. It's a bit of a regal wave there from Mr. Kovacs. I'm not sure whether he's tied up with the Windsor family or not. Alright, so this appliance can go over 40 metres high to rescue or conduct pumping operations or lighting or various other things. And I can tell you 44 metres straight up inside that cage can feel very, very high. Throughout a recruit college, we all know about the stringent testing to get in, and part of that is making sure that people are able to operate at height. It's one thing to pass the test, it's another to get inside that Bronto and climb out of it onto that, over that handrail. So our recruits and your friends and family have faced a few demons throughout the recruit process to make this second nature to them now. Some incredible skill there by our operators to bring that in so nicely on top of the tower. Well done. You will have noticed on your way in our new aerial appliance, which is out the front there, which will be replacing the Bronto that you see before you. The recruits are very familiar with that tower. They would have run up that, carried things up that many thousands of times over the course of the last 22 weeks. Alrighty. Straight out the window here, we've got firefighter Hannon. Alright, so he's got a Drager on his back there, which is a first aid kit. He's demonstrating how we would make access to a casualty. Following him out the window with a Stokes litter to collect our casualty is Bowley. Mr. Hannon's demonstrating the cool one-handed descent technique. So crews would use these items to descend into a ravine or something to collect someone that might have fallen down. They'd package them up into that Stokes litter that Bowley is bringing down onto the ground now. Bootlace them in there and then haul them back out, potentially utilising a helicopter. Again, as I said before, challenging your inhibitions as far as heights and your demons inside. Climbing out of that concrete window is one of the most challenging things that you can do as a recruit firefighter, unless you're one of those psychos that likes doing that, but there's not many of those. Round of applause for Mr. Hannon and Ms. Bowley. Our crews today were assisted by the operational appliance from Chisholm Fire Station. So maybe a quick cheer for that red helmet hanging out the window there, Mr. Spackman. Oh, geez, this has escalated. This isn't part of the script. I'm not sure what's going on here. We've got a bit of a fire going. Luckily, we've got Abbott, Leachman and O'Keefe on hand. O'Keefe's steering us in here. How are they going to solve this problem? Sometimes we just drive the truck straight into the fire to put it out that way. Okay, so we've got Leachman and Abbott here, two of the most jacked recruits of all time. They should be able to handle this very easily. Okay, so crews are removing the hazard in the fire at the lower level there, and then they're going to have a look at rescuing our casualty up higher. Look at that, I told you they'd have no trouble with that.
It's up here! It's up here!
All right, so now our crews are removing the 9-metre ladder from the appliance
Just check for anyone else.
to make a rescue.
People.
Usually Mr. Leachman would just ask that person to jump and he would catch them, but as again for today we're just going to go through the motions for you guys. So that ladder has a safe working load over 300 kilos. So that's why you can have more than one person or just one Mick Hendrickson on it. You can see him utilising that leg lock there to make it safe for him to remove a hand from the ladder. And you can see him using a thermal imaging camera. All right, so our casualty, he's got his own mask on now. It's called a rescue mask. You can see that it's coming from that hose there extended to our other firefighter there. So he's being very generous and sharing some of his air. Round of applause there, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic work. All right. We'll see what else they can conjure up for me. Oh, geez. We've got a bit of a situation over here. Can you feel that heat? Can you feel the heat there, kids? You can see our tanker has caught a light. Luckily we've got some crews ready. Now a lot of pressure here on this bowl of hose over here. Everybody's watching. And he's nailed it, done well. And another one. All right, so you can feel that heat from all the way back here. Mr. Stanley. He's been doing this for 50 years. Okay, so our crews are getting out some big hose for our big fire. These hoses require multiple people to hold on to them, because if you weren't holding on to the end of it, it'd be swinging around everywhere and putting a few of us to sleep. You can hear our pumps revving up now, about to deliver some water. Might get a little bit of a cool off from the hole in that hose, but that's all right. As you can see, the jet reaction of those hoses, ladies and gentlemen, everybody is required to hold on to them, or just one leachman. Here we've got Fraser, Stanley, Smith, Maiden, Suttle and Walk. Fantastic. All right, our crews are just going to go and doff some of their gear and their breathing apparatus, and there's going to be a bit of a photo opportunity for everybody to take of our recruit college before they start our more formal part of the evening. So we'll just give them a moment. I'm going to try not to get too wet by this. They're just going to form up now. Form up, yep. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we saw our tanker prop fire over there being operated. There's also just next to it, you'll see that cylinder simulating a gas sort of leak type situation, a car fire, another bullet here, kitchen fires over here, and behind our pumper, if you get an opportunity later on to have a look, you'll notice that there are some shipping containers. Those shipping containers are used to study fire science and the behaviour of fire for our compartment fire and structural firefighting stuff, and one of the hottest places you will ever enter. If any of you are as hot as I am after watching our practical demonstration and feeling the heat from the tanker prop, imagine how our crews are going after working hard, wearing all their PPC. And here they are, not a bead of sweat on a brow. Ladies and gentlemen, College 45. And I invite Senior Firefighter Tim Bean forward.
Thanks, sir. Right, attention. College 45, dismiss.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, while our recruit college class goes and freshens themselves up a little bit for the more formal part of the evening, I invite you all to grab a bottle of water and make our way back out to the ceremony on the parade ground.
I'm open to suggestions. But I have thought on occasion they might do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've still got a little bit of time. Recruits are just getting changed into their uniforms. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just ask you to take your seats. Recruits are now changed and we'll get them out here very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll now ask Senior Firefighter Bean to call up Recruit College 45.
Thank you, sir. College 45, march on. Quick, march. Left, 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 right, left. Left, 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 right, left. Left, 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 right, left. Left, turn. Left, 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 right, left. Squad, halt. By the right, dress. Eyes front. Stand at ease.
Presenting College 45 for graduation, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bean. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to call up Chief Officer Mavity to present certificates to the graduates of Recruit College 45. Thank you, sir. Firefighter Ryan Abbott. Firefighter Damien Bowles. Firefighter Bethan Bolly. Firefighter Samuel Folks. Firefighter Jake Fraser. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the pleasure today of graduating the sons of two current serving ACT Fire and Rescue Station Officers. I'd now like to call up Station Officer Kel Hannon to co-present the certificate for his son. Thanks, Kel. Firefighter Timothy Hannon.
Don't mind me.
The best made plans, ladies and gentlemen.
Well done, Kel.
Thanks very much, Kel. It's a pleasure to have you here today. I'd now like to call up Station Officer Phil Harvison to co-present the award for his son. Thanks, Phil. Firefighter Thomas Harbison. Thanks very much, Phil. Firefighter Christopher Kovacs.
See, Chris gets it. He's coming soon. Thank you, sir. Well done. Good job. Thank you.
Firefighter Adam Leachman. Firefighter Adam Maiden. Firefighter Bo McFarlane. Firefighter Daniel O'Keefe. Firefighter Dylan Pardon. Firefighter Hilary Salmon Crone. Firefighter Benjamin Smith. Firefighter Robert Stanley. Firefighter David Suttle. Firefighter Daniel Walk. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to congratulate College 45? Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have 3 separate awards to present to individual recruits. The first award is the Recruit's Recruit, and I'll ask the ESA Commissioner to present this. Thank you, ma'am. This award is presented to the recruit whose peers feel has made the greatest contribution to all aspects of the college environment. The award for Recruit College 45 goes to firefighter Damien Bowles.
Congratulations. Clearly some leadership skills already identified by your peers, so well done. Did you enjoy the college?
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done.
Thank you, ma'am. The next award is the Buscombe Award. We have present today retired firefighter Greg Buscombe, who I'll ask to present this award. This award is presented to the recruit who the instructor group deem has shown the qualities displayed by Greg throughout his fire brigade career. Some examples of these qualities are professionalism, attention to detail, conscientiousness, and this recruit has displayed to their instructors an unwavering commitment to learning. This award for Recruit College 45 goes to firefighter Robert Stanley.
Congratulations. Thank you. The other one's perpetual trophy. Put your name on it.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks very much, Greg, and again, pleasure to have you here today. Thank you. The final award today is the Chief Officer's Award for Academic Excellence. Mr. Mavety, could I ask you to present this award to the recruit who has achieved the highest overall academic scores throughout Recruit College 45. This award goes to firefighter Daniel O'Keefe. Thank you, Mr. Mavety. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's graduation. On behalf of ACT Fire and Rescue, I'd like to thank you all for your attendance, including those of you that have joined us online. Shortly, Recruit College 45 will be dismissed, where we invite you to congratulate them in person, followed by light refreshments under the awning behind me. Thank you, Mr. Bean.
Thank you, sir. Squad, attention. College 45, for the final time, dismissed.